Hey everybody, welcome back to Dave and Joe Liberty Stand, and the topic is, as you'll see on the video, is Black Lives Matter. So what's up with that? What are your thoughts with that, Dave?
Well, like anything, as any group goes, there are many people involved, and everybody's there for different reasons. In a previous episode,
Yeah, episode.
sounds like we
Sounds funny.
sounds like we have shows or something. But we talked about the family of what was the young man's name?
Johnson, Micah.
Micah, that shot all those police officers and stuff. But the actual protesters there were very peaceful.
And
No.
by the way, your dad was a police
Huh?
officer. I said, and by the way, your dad was a police officer.
He was.
I never talked about that
I have even.
to me. About, I mean, on the show, we haven't talked about how.
I brought it up on a previous show.
Well, no, but
tonight.
how it affects you. I mean, what are your thoughts with?
Oh, I've
I
known
mean, your
that.
dad was a. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Growing up, you know what? Growing up, knowing that, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, you know that.
That what? Growing up knowing what?
Well, that your dad has a dangerous job and you're scared for him, you know? I mean, it's...
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And not just him, but, you're friends with his friends who are cops.
Right. So
And
they
you're-
have children.
And I'm friends with their kids, the other cops' friends and stuff.
Right.
And it's a scary thing when you're growing up, a little boy, but
yeah, I can't imagine. It's like kind of like my wife going through those robberies at CVS. How that affects you.
I know we did this one time. We're going to do it one more time. Oh, one of the first times when I just first started knowing Joe, when we first got to be friends.
Oh, yeah.
He came over here. I don't know if it was the first time or like the second time or whatever,
Right.
but it was one of the very first times. And we were sitting in the chairs, over here, and we were talking and blah, blah, blah for a long time. And we were on the computer and showing each other different things on the computer. And I don't know how much time went by. It had to be like a couple hours. He goes, "Oh, I better call my wife. She's tried to call me like 11 times or whatever it was. I can't remember. It was like a huge amount of times." She's a pharmacist at
Tech.
Huh?
She pharmacy tech at CVS.
And what happened?
They were robbed pretty much by gunpoint. I mean,
And he wasn't available for
the gun
her
wasn't
phone call.
revealed, but she was directly the thieves were addressed her directly. Two out of three times that saying they robbed. But anyway,
The point is,
what I was go ahead.
no, you go ahead with your.
Well, I was just saying, like you being a child of a police officer, and you have that kind of, growing up. I never talked to you about this before, but growing up, you have that like, well, my dad's in danger every day.
You're scared to death. Yeah.
Are you really? See,
I was. I mean, sure. Yeah.
because you watch TV or watch shows,
Right,
and
right.
police officers getting
And like I
killed
said,
and-
not just my dad, but the other guys too. Because they're
Yeah.
family friends and stuff.
Oh, right,
And,
right.
I love those guys. And but yeah, I mean, but the thing of it is, okay. Here's the thing though. But in Dallas, the protesters were everybody's different. Every protester that goes out there. But I'll tell you what, in general, the Black Lives Matters group is a bad racist group. And that's why they don't like it when people say all lives matter. Well, then you're disregarding us because we've been, discounted. You don't understand because we've been less people in the history of America than other people, white people have, or whatever. We've been less
Right.
people. And you got to give them that. That's true. But this is not what this is about. This is a terrorist group, okay? They don't want to fix anything. They want to. Now, like I said, everybody's an individual in this. Some people do. But the organizational people in this do not. They want to work people up and get them. Well, it's like the Democrat Party. If you're a Democrat and you're a regular citizen, are you a bad person? No. Are the people in charge in Washington that's a Democrat or a bad person? Yes, they are. They're a communist. All right. All right. We'll just be dismissed out of hand by that. But it's the truth. Deal with the people. But anyway, what do you want to say? Because I'm stymied right now. I kind of lost my thought.
You know, again, I mean, what's the agenda behind the Black Lives Matter? Because to me, I look at an issue like, if Black Lives Matter, what about abortion? You know, there's statistics that talk about how black babies have been killed through abortion.
Tell them about Margaret Sanger.
Well, that's what, Dave has shared with me, and I think we've talked about that before, you know, but what's the objective behind, you know, an organization like Black Lives Matter? I mean, I think
it's to disrupt and corrupt.
Okay.
Disrupt, corrupt. And George Soros is behind this. His money's behind it. There's money behind it. People are being paid. I know this for a fact. I've met people. I've got long hair.
Who's George Soros?
People misunderstand me for somebody that I'm not, which is kind of fun because I get to talk to people undercover, as it were.
Well, it's kind of like when we met up with that group at the Mosey
it's
that
fun.
day.
It's fun how many people ask me if I have any pot.
These folks here, they were on our
those
show.
guys are awesome. Please look them up. Hold that up one more time, a little bit longer. Look those guys up.
Mystic Dub.
I did. And they're really cool.
Mysticdub.com.
And we got if you go back in the archives, we got an interview with them from last year.
But I think that's kind of the outward appearance is not what you get inside, I guess. So it can be deceptive, but not in a bad way. I mean, that's a good... Because we have predisposed, what do you call that, notions or mindset of how...
Not as much as we used to. I mean, that's kind of not as
much. But I agree. But I mean, as far as like the Black Lives Matter,
still ask me if
just
I
because someone's black, you know, and that's the whole issue with people are upset about the police officer issues. But there are black officers that have killed black people, and it's not a race issue.
You know who officers kill? People who they feel threatened by.
Yeah, or like that one killing, though, it was ridiculous. The guy who just pulled the gun and pop, 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 you know, would have the guy down on the ground. That was not... No. That was uncalled for. That was very unprofessional.
Everybody's human beings.
Right.
There's good and bad. And I don't care what your job is. We all make mistakes,
but that guy should definitely be punished for his choice to blow that guy.
As somebody that carries a firearm, that young black guy that is that the guy you were just talking about?
The one that happened recently with the two officers.
Well, there's so many.
Yeah, I think that led to the Dallas thing.
But
from my understanding,
he was like, "Officer, I have a gun and I have a permit to carry." And he was going to go, and he was going to show him this permit, and he got shot. That cop better, you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but just from what I've seen, I don't like that at all.
I didn't see that. Cop. Was that recently though?
Yeah.
Okay. So how can we find out more about really what Black Lives Matter stands for?
It stands for.
How can we find out more about that?
Well, I don't know.
It stands for what?
Do I look like I know so?
It stands for what? What?
It stands for tyranny. They're terrorists. They are terrorists. Okay.
Who's George Soros?
And I can't. We don't have enough time to get into that.
Oh yeah, we do need to wrap up. But we can try. Let's just try and post this stuff. I need to teach you how to post.
Well,
so.
I look up George Soros.
Soros. Okay.
Soros.
Is he? What's his role in the country? Is he a business owner?
He's a cajillionaire.
Oh, okay. How did he become that?
And by wrecking countries and making money off of it.
Okay.
And he's a huge socialist.
Is he from America then?
No.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where I forget. I don't know. I hate it when he asks me questions on things I don't
Sounds
know
like,
on the show.
Okay. I was gonna say something.
Sound like an idiot.
No, Soros. I mean, it sounds like a Hispanic name almost. George.
I don't know is the answer to that. But anyway,
okay.
He's a bad guy, and he's behind all this stuff because he wants to cause chaos in the world because he wants a global governance. That's who he is in a nutshell.
All right.
We got to go now.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. God bless you.